So once my horse is following her nose nicely in the small circle, I'm gonna ask her the other way, open my inside leg, open my inside hand, and gently tap with my outside calf until she's doing the right move. When she does, I reward by applying both calves onto her belly and walking out. And again, here I feel she's pushing out, she's kind of sticking her rib cage, her shoulder out. She's just basically not following her nose. She's sort of walking in a different direction of where I'm asking her to go. So I'm going to increase the pressure with my outside leg here and keep the steady pressure with my inside hand until I feel that her feet are following her nose and she goes where I want to go, okay? So when I do feel that, I slow down my outside leg movement and I release the pressure from my hand a little bit. So this is going to be an indicator that she executed what I asked. Okay, so at this stage, just simply being able to have a horse follow its nose into a small circle like this and using your legs to teach the horse to do that, this is already giving the cue to the horse and the clue to the horse of what your legs mean, okay? So with that said, the drive and the cue comes from the legs. So it's very important that when I'm gonna ask my horse to step into the turn, I'm not gonna just open my inside leg and open my hand and wait and see what happens. I have to have that outside leg going. It's just like on a jet ski, you put some gas and you turn after. If you just turn, nothing's gonna happen. So that outside leg is the gas pedal. So make sure that that outside leg is moving, and now we open. And open the hand, open the leg, and use that outside leg however hard as necessary as you need to go until you feel the horse does the step. When she does, I relax my outside leg movement, I put both my legs, and now she knows that she needs to be walking. When I feel I got it good from one side, then I start bumping with my other leg, open my inside leg, my other leg, and open my hand, and wait until I have that perfect step. Oh, that was nice. When I do, I walk out and go into that small circle. See how when I walk out of the spin, I feel she's sort of over bending herself and not really following her nose nicely. So I'm gonna make sure that I can do that. So I'm gonna ask her to step in again. There I feel she's sitting back a little bit, sticking her rib cage out. So I'm gonna tap a little harder with my leg. There, when I feel that step come in perfectly, then I walk out. And again, I remind her, here, follow your nose. There, she meant well there. She lost her forward motion, didn't really walk into that small, there. Didn't really walk into that small circle, but she meant well. There, she's won the turn all by herself. This is the kind of attitude that I'm looking for. Now this is a horse that's focused on her feet. She's not worried about my legs. She's not worried about my hand. She's not scared of me in any way. Very confident, and this is what you're looking for. So all you need to do is just walk that small circle, make sure your horse can follow their nose properly. They understand your outside leg and are not afraid of it, but they're not sucking back on it, and they let you take them into a full flexion at the standstill and then at the walk, okay? So those are the basics and the priorities. Once you can do that, once you can walk a small circle like this, you know, in a full flexion, and never release until the horse is actually walking in a full flexion if you have your inside leg on, because otherwise they're going to be confused and you're going to have a hard time getting them to walk. And this is something that I run into often, where sometimes I'm opening my leg and I'm tapping with my outside leg and my horse is just not getting into that turn, so I have to wait. I have that pressure here and I have that pressure here, and I got to keep that pressure until finally I get a step so that I can reward, and then same horse 2 minutes later I'm trying to walk a circle and I have my inside leg on and all she wants to do is spin. So sometimes that's caused by us interfering by opening that door with our inside leg. So when you, and very often when I have somebody that is trying to teach a horse to get into that turn and they're opening their inside leg, but they're kind of twisting their body, putting a little bit too much pressure in the fender and the stirrup, sort of blocking the shoulder, and then the horse is reluctant to get into the turn. And then I tell them, okay, relax your inside leg and kind of just apply your calf gently on the inside of the belly, and all of a sudden the horse takes that step they were looking for, okay? So we interfere more than not sometimes with our inside leg when we open it. So make sure that when you're walking your circle, your horse is respecting both your legs and keeping their forward motion into that small circle. And when you open that leg, just open it a little bit towards the back without applying extra pressure into your stirrup, without body stay straight. And the only thing that happens is that toe goes out and the leg goes back, and that's opening the door for that inside leg to step in and step back. Okay, so those are really key things to keep in mind at all times. Look where you want that foot to step. I will look where I want her foot to step, because I know that if I drop my phone on the ground and I look at it, she's gonna pick up her feet perfectly and her inside leg perfectly and step right on it. This is because our horse's feet will go where our eyes look at, and this is a very known fact, and use that to your advantage. So start with your eyes, make sure your hands are steady, opening the doors, don't get into their way or in their way, or shift your body all over the place when you're opening the door in order to get in the turn, and just be consistent and very rhythmic with your movement from your outside leg until the horse takes that steps that you want. When you do, you reward, okay? So just never release or stop a movement of constant pressure in order to obtain something until you get exactly what you want, because your horse only understands what you want from the reward, and a release or when the pressure stops, this means, oh, this is what I need to do. So if it's not exactly 100% what it is you're after, then you have to keep that pressure until you get it, or as close as you can to it as possible.